Welcome back to the Midnight Who Show, and today is the August 2021 Big Finish collection update. Seriously, there's been some really exciting releases in the past year. So let's start off with the very first one, which is Doctor Who, 8th Doctor, The Time War, Volume 4. Now, I really enjoyed this box set. You know, it had a two-parter in it. It had Palindrome Part 1 and 2, which I really enjoyed. And then it had Dreadshade and Restoration of the Daleks. Seriously, some really great stories in this box set. I do wonder if we'll have more 8th Doctor and the Time War in the future. So Time War didn't stop, though, because we also got the War Master Hearts of Darkness. Seriously, I really enjoy the War Master series. It's really good. There's a new one coming in this month that I'm really excited about. But yeah, this one was pretty enjoyable. Last year, the BBC did this kind of multimedia Doctor Who story, Time Lord Victorious, and Big Finish did take a part of it with a trilogy of 8th Doctor releases. There's also a few other Time Lord Victorious audios, one that I don't have and one that I do have, but we'll talk about that in the digital collection update, which will come at the end of this video. Time Lord Victorious 8th Doctor trilogy consisted of He Kills Me Not, The Enemy of My Enemy, and Mutually Assured Destruction. I thought this trilogy was pretty decent. I enjoyed the 8th Doctor, but I still think my favorite part of the Time Lord Victorious is still the books. Seriously, the books were phenomenal. Now, the 10th Doctor, he has had a lot of audios, but the 10th Doctor and River Song box set came out last year, and I really enjoyed this one. Had 3 stories: Expiry Dating, which did feature the 5th Doctor, as you can tell by the cover, Precious Annihilation, and Ghost. This year is the 50th anniversary of the Master, and Big Finish decided to celebrate that by releasing a special little box set of Masterful, which does feature, as you can tell, the John Sim Master. Now, there is a deluxe version of it, but I decided not to get it. I decided just to go with the standard release. I don't know, I do feel like I should have got the limited edition one, but I don't know. I'm still happy with just owning Masterful. It was a pretty decent story. I don't think I ever reviewed this one, actually, on the channel, but it was really great having all these Masters together. It was really enjoyable. So, Stranded continued with the 8th Doctor. Now, this one, as you can tell, featured the Brigadier, which was really exciting. But yeah, this included 4 stories: Dead Time, Unit Dating, Baker Street Irregulars, and The Long Way Round. Now, as you can tell, yeah, this, as like with Stranded 1, you know, it's the new style of release where, you know, same disc art and just a little booklet here. Yeah, not too exciting of a release, but still really cool to have more 8th Doctor, and I'm excited for the next 8th Doctor release. Continuing adventures of David Bradley as the 1st Doctor in Volume 5, Glory of Earth, and The Hollow Crown. These are pretty good stories. I really do like this kind of adventure in space and time TARDIS team, and it's definitely excited to see if there's future releases for them, because these were pretty good. Dalek Universe 1. Now, this starts a brand new 3-part box set featuring the 10th Doctor, and wow, it was really good. We got, you know, Buying Time, The Wrong Woman, which featured a new version of the Monk, which is pretty cool, and The House of Kingdom. Now, this one, and what I'll talk about soon, these stories are really good with character development. They do a really good job with it. Now, remember the video I did last, I think it was August? Boy, I was anticipating this box set. The 9th Doctor's back in Ravagers. Wow, those are words I just never thought I would ever say. The next box set's coming very soon. But yeah, this is 3 stories: Spear of Freedom, Cataclysm, and Food Fight. Never thought that 9th Doctor audios would be a thing. I still can't believe it. It's so exciting. Wow. So next is more 10th Doctor. Actually, the rest of this is 10th Doctor related. And it is Out of Time 2, The Gates of Hell. Yeah, this was a pretty good story. I think I actually enjoyed it a little bit more than Out of Time 1, but I still enjoyed both of them, and I'm really excited for the 6th Doctor one next year. I did review this one. I'll put some of the reviews. I'll put my playlist for Big Finish reviews in the description below. But yeah, this featured the Cybermen. Now, Dalek Universe 2. This continues on, and boy, this was also a great one. It definitely does, this box set, like I say, it does a great job exploring characters, and I really enjoyed that. You got Cycle of Destruction, the Trojan Dalek, and The Lost. Seriously, another phenomenal box set. So that is all the physical CDs that I got from Big Finish over the last year. I will mention that there is one coming, and that's The War Doctor Begins. Okay, I'm going to interrupt past me really quick because I just received the War Doctor Begins box set Forged in Fire. I really enjoy this cover, by the way. I'm not going to say too much about this because I did just review it not too long ago. But yeah, this was a really good box set. I definitely think it's a great start for this kind of prequel adventures for the War Doctor. And Jonathan Carley does a great job with it. And I really thought it was really good. So let's get back to Past Me. And I think we're going to talk about some digital releases now. Take it away, Past Me. Moving on to the digital releases, I got the 4th Doctor Adventures Series 10 Volume 1. A pretty enjoyable box set. I really enjoyed it. Some really great stories in this one. And it's just great to have more 4th Doctor releases out there. Next up is the Diary of River Song Series 8, where she deals with a bunch of robots. And we see K9 and the Mechanoids. Seriously, this was a great box set. I really enjoyed it. And I really do actually enjoy the River Song series. I don't talk too much about it on this channel, but I definitely say it's worth a listen. And of course, continuing on with the 4th Doctor, we have the next volume of the Series 10. A pretty good box set. I really enjoyed the Tribulations of Thaddeus Nook. That was a really enjoyable story. Next up is 2 stories from the Lost Stories range, The Return of the Cybermen and The Doomsday Contract. Both these are pretty good stories. I really enjoyed Return of the Cybermen for this kind of alternate tale of Revenge of the Cybermen. Really interesting to hear that, finally come, to have that. And I really enjoyed that we have this new adventure with Sarah Jane and Harry and the Doctor. That was really enjoyable. And there's a couple more coming in the near future, so that'll be really interesting to hear. And the Doomsday Contract was pretty good. Next up is Master, which features the return of Eric Roberts Master. We've seen him a couple times in audio, but this is his own dedicated box set, and it was a great listen. Seriously, Eric Roberts really brings a lot to this Master, and this was a really enjoyable story. More Time Lords Victorious with the Echoes of Extinction. This was an okay story. It was definitely, probably not one of my favorites of the Time Lords Victorious range, but it was still pretty enjoyable. And I like the two-sided approach of this, where you got an 8th Doctor adventure and a 10th Doctor adventure. The 3rd Doctor Adventures Volume 7. Now, this has completely recast adventures, pretty much, with the 3rd Doctor, Liz Shaw, Sarah Jane, and the Brigadier. Definitely a really interesting box set. I really enjoyed it, and I really do enjoy these choices they've done to portray these characters. Now, I don't have this story in physical form yet, but I did just want to mention it, is The War Master Killing Time. I'm not going to say too much because I'm going to do a review of it, and you'll hear my full thoughts on that in the future. Another one, which I've already reviewed, by this point probably, is the 9th Doctor Adventures Respond to All Calls. I also don't have the physical version of it, but you'll see my full thoughts in that review, so I'm not going to say much about it. Thank you guys for watching my Big Finish collection update for August 2021. I would say this has been a pretty exciting year for Big Finish, especially with the 9th Doctor coming back. I still can't believe it. So let me know, what was your favorite Big Finish release in the last year in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone.